Stand back! I'm going to try science! Yes! So anyway, we all know how that classic science experiment works. You take vinegar, you take baking soda, you pour it into a clay volcano, and out comes this foam, I guess is the right word for it. Now this weird effect is caused by this simple chemical reaction, and if you think about it, it's actually kind of cool how it works. So what happens is that the elements or compounds in the mixture are moving around constantly, and if you add the other element or compound to it, then if they react with each other, they will. And when they react, they collide with each other, and they knock compounds off of each other and stick them to other ones, and that's how they react. Awesome. But chemical reactions don't just happen during science experiments. They happen in everyday life as well. In fact, your life would be very different without chemical reactions. So you may have noticed the big trucks that pour salt on snow, but how does the salt help the snow and ice melt? It turns out that when the salt hit water, it breaks into two items, sodium and chloride. When water freezes, it forms a crystalline structure, but salt can move between the crystal bonds and break the ice back into a liquid. Have you noticed that when you eat too much junk food, your stomach hurts? This is actually caused by the valve between your stomach and esophagus. Esophagus. I'm sure you learned it in science class. Anyway, something called an antacid tablet is basic, which is low on the pH scale, which is where anti-acid comes from because it cancels the acid. When the acid and the base react, they cancel each other out, and it leaves only water and a salt. And since the acid has become water, your stomach feels better in minutes. Well, those are some examples of chemical reactions that happen in everyday life. I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you learned from it, and have a good one. Also, here are the references. I'm required to put these in here, because it would be just horrible if I didn't cite my references.